Dragon Ball is really hard to read, and here's why. But before we actually hop into it, here's my sponsor for no, I'm fucking with you. I actually just want to talk about why I decided to make this video in the first place. And it goes a long ways back, actually. For the longest time, I said that I would do a blind review series of Dragon Ball, and for the longest time, that's been weighing on me. You know, an unfulfilled promise. Something a lot of people have probably forgotten about and really don't give a shit about, but I do. I give so much of a shit about it, in fact, that I'm going to still not fulfill the promise, but tell you why, at least. So I was expecting Dragon Ball to really grip me in a way that a lot of other manga did. But despite, you know, the high hopes I got from what everybody was saying about Dragon Ball and how incredible it was, I was very, very underwhelmed and dissatisfied in a lot of different ways. As a result, over the course of probably about 6 months, I have read a little under 7 volumes of Dragon Ball, and I own all of it. So yeah, I haven't made a whole lot of progress on the series, pretty much at all, and I've got a few key reasons for that I kind of just want to run through here and now so I can get them out in the open, and finally, get them out of my fucking head, because they're just fucking living rent-free up in there. I need to get them out. But first, let's soften the blow a little bit, okay? Let's talk about what I really like about this series so far. The art style is fucking immaculate, right? Like, it's incredible. It's one of the best things I've ever seen in my whole life. And I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic there and I'm exaggerating, but genuinely, no, I fucking love Akira Toriyama's art style. He does amazing work when he's in his own. I kind of get sick of him in, like, Dragon Quest and shit, but it's a different thing entirely. Dragon Ball just has an immaculate art style, an immaculate character, and everything about it is just so fun and pleasing to the eyes. I love it. Just from the first page, it's fucking sick. If you're buying the Viz Big version though, do be aware, some of the pages do look very washed out. I'm not sure if that's the exact same in the single volumes. It might just be a product of the manga being old as dirt, but I don't know. So, with the nice thing out of the way, with the cushioning thrown out there, I can finally make it clear what I fucking hate about this series. For one, it uses a Monster of the Week type formula, which isn't inherently bad. I want to make this clear. This isn't like a critical analysis. I'm not saying Monster of the Week type formula is factually bad. That would be stupid and conceited of me. No. I just really don't enjoy it. I realize people might not automatically agree with me when I say that Dragon Ball is a Monster of the Week type formula, because in the latter half, definitely no. But in the very beginning and through the first run through the Pilaf saga, it absolutely is. Like, there is a continuing story. It's true, it's there, but each chapter individually feels like a Monster of the Week type formula. Even if technically it doesn't use one, I understand that. It fucking feels like it. It's something that's so difficult to actually explain because it's a feeling, and I think it comes down to the depth of the overarching narrative in general feeling pretty much non-existent, but it feels as if it's a Monster of the Week type formula. Kind of like with the Pokemon anime. There's just this issue for me where I can't retain any form of interest in the series when it's set up in a Monster of the Week type formula, because usually what keeps me reading is chapter cliffhangers. Dragon Ball, for the most part in this first section, has essentially none of those, and what little chapter cliffhangers it does have are generally very uninteresting from my perspective. Like, even after you get to the first tournament arc and you're going through all that, and each chapter leaves with a cliffhanger on how's this fight gonna end, I'd never found myself, for lack of a better term, giving a shit. And I think a large part of that is because, just generally, the story feels like things just happen. That's not like a particularly critical way of putting it. I don't have any facts or evidence or foolproof data to back that shit up. It's how I feel. It doesn't feel like anything really happens for a solid concrete reason. Things just happen. And you know, I'm not a big stickler on that. I kind of don't care most of the time. But for some reason, it sticks out to me in Dragon Ball. And I guess there's just like, narrative-wise, I guess there's just like a not a whole lot of stuff for me to grab on there. Because I also don't love the characters. And that kind of slides into our second thing. I don't really like the characters of Dragon Ball all that much. I think Kururin, Krillin, I don't know why there's a difference in the manga and whatever, it doesn't matter. I think he's sick. I actually really like him a lot. He has the most character development in the shortest period of time in the entire series. Goku is boring as fuck. I know there's like a whole Totally Not Mark video talking about how he's an amazing character. I've watched it. I don't give a shit. I think he's boring. I don't like him. There's not enough for me to grasp onto as a protagonist to make it feel particularly gripping to me. Like Luffy. I know, I'm a One Piece fan, I bring up One Piece, let it slide this one time. Luffy is very similar in terms of his optimism, his outlook, his stupidity, all that stuff. And yet there's more depth to him as a character in how he tackles events, how he deals and copes with things, you know, all that good shit. And it makes him this character that has more depth to him. And then there's Goku, right? And like, I'm sure there's depth to him that I'm not really remembering from that Totally Not Mark video. I trust his opinion, right? He is the holy grail of, you know, anti-Twitter opinions, whatever the fuck, I don't care. Point is, on a bare bones reading level, I just don't jive with him particularly well because he feels bland to me. That's it. Can you tell this video's not scripted? It's not scripted. I'm just rambling because I couldn't write a script that I liked for to save my fucking life, honestly. Bulma sucks. Yamcha got robbed. I hate you, Akira Toriyama, you son of a bitch. And then there's the Turtle Hermit, who leads perfectly into my next and final point of this video. The thing that I like the absolute least about Dragon Ball, the thing that made me go, God damn, this shit sucks. Except I don't think it sucks. But the thing that made me go, damn, this is not great so far, is the humor. I know. It's not a 4-coma, it's not like some comedy slice of life. I know, that's not the fucking point. Andrew, that's not the point. That's not the point of the show. I know, but despite the fact that it's not the point, right? Come here, come closer. The comedy fucking sucks. The thing that took me out of this experience more than anything wasn't the fact that I didn't really like Goku, or the fact that there was no real reason for me to read the next chapter because there was never really a good cliffhanger and never like a concise sequential story that I could really grasp onto in the same way that I can grasp on other shonen. No. Not all of that. All that stuff, that added to it, but that wasn't the big kahuna, the big whammy. The fucking jokes are so bad that it took me out of the experience. The Turtle Hermit, factually, unfunniest man to walk this earth. I hate being the comedy police, but you know what? I am gonna be the comedy police. The rest of this video, completely opinionated. This part about the humor, factually correct. Poop humor, bad. Goku's dick, child pornography. Get it all out. I hate it. Bulma's tits, she's probably underage. I don't know. I'm just making that one up. But I cannot handle for the life of me this comedy. It's not funny. It's just potty humor, but like not in like the low effort, low quality way where it's like, it's funny because get it. It's like it's ironically funny. It's so unfunny that it's funny. Get it? Haha. No, it's genuinely an attempt to be have us rolling on the floor laughing. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. And there's so much of it in these beginning chapters that it physically pains me to read. There were a few jokes that got a chuckle out of me, to be fair. Let's end this segment and this video on a positive note, okay? There were a few things that got me here and there. Kurin not having a nose and being able to beat that dude, alright, you got a chuckle out of me. Okay? But getting a chuckle out of me isn't hard, okay? I make myself laugh all the time for no fucking reason. One Piece made me laugh like crazy. Demon Slayer has made me laugh. A lot of people think that like Demon Slayer humor is lowbrow, and if that's lowbrow and it made me laugh, then what the fuck is Dragon Ball, right? If it can only get a chuckle out of me at its funniest moments, what the fuck is Dragon Ball? Nisekoi made me laugh. The Splatoon manga for children made me laugh. The Legend of Zelda manga have made me laugh. At this point, I'm just looking at my shelf, looking at everything, and being like, oh fuck, I laughed during that. And then I look at Dragon Ball, and I'm like, that one wasn't funny. As you can tell, my current opinion on Dragon Ball isn't stellar. It's not great. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm the leading man on reviewing anime and manga, okay? That's why I didn't really do a script for this video, because every single time I tried to do a script for this, it always came out very, like, boring and, you know, mildly pretentious in a way. Because I would try to pull in evidence to prove my points and all that shit, and like, man, nobody cares. People have reviewed the entirety of Dragon Ball numerous times over, and I was adding nothing to the plate each time that I tried to review the series through a script. And as a result, what I did was I kept writing scripts that just were shit-talking the show the whole time, and also weren't particularly unique or original in how they presented any of this information. It was just boring, kinda like Dragon Ball. Instead of doing this big, long review series that I talked about, where I do a blind review, my first experiences with Dragon Ball, I did this. A quick rant, a quick unscripted indulgence for myself that probably won't even be interesting to watch. But, you know, if I feel the need to shit-talk Dragon Ball, once again, you already know I have no form of conscience, okay? I have no social awareness. I will keep putting this shit out, even if people don't like it. My YouTube analytics mean jack shit to me. So with that said, like and subscribe, it really helps, thanks. And if there is a next time on Dragon Ball Z, hopefully I will be able to tell you a little bit more that I like about the series as it progresses into the good sections, I guess. I don't know. Apparently it gets good after fucking 18 million chapters.